Well, hi, I thought I'd just do a little walk round my new Jimny that I got today. This is a new commercial version, apparently the first one in Scotland. Pretty standard in it, spec the rest of the vehicle except at the back here. You can see the bulkhead and the wire mesh, which is actually just bolted in. It could come out. It does make it tight. You can see where I've got the seat. It's shoved right back up against it. I'm 6'2". It's a little bit of a struggle, I'll not lie about it. That's the rake of the seat you have to get the base far enough back to then be able to get my legs to stretch in there. We wouldn't like to be going too far in it, if you want the honest truth, but it'll do. I'll manage. Fairly standard spec in there. It's a kind of base model, so it's not got any infotainment system as such. It's just got the basic radio, CD player, air conditioning, electric windows. So it's not exactly lacking in specification. It's got enough. Don't know if there's any other particular features of it. It's fairly standard spec for a Jimny. I like the colour, two-tone, the black roof there. It's not a colour I probably would have chosen, to be honest, but actually now I've got it, it's quite nice. Steel wheels on the commercial as well. It's probably ideal for what it's going to be doing. Yeah, just a pleasant, fun little car. Hope that helps. Well, here we are back at the Jimny. I think what I'm going to do is take the bulkhead and I'll certainly take the mesh out and see if I can get away with getting the seat further back with that. I'm not sure I will. If not, the bulkhead's going to have to come out as well, because I can't get a comfortable position in the driver's seat with being, as I said earlier, 6'2". Having the seat at that angle, it's not comfortable at all. So I'll have to have it at that angle, because that'll not get any further back. We're jammed against there. So it looks like we have a bolt there, looks like a sort of Phillips head, and another one there. That'll take out the grid, and then we'll see if that does the job, and if not, I'm sure it'll be the same bolts at the top there, and there'll probably be something down here as well that we have to undo to get the bulkhead out, but hopefully that'll allow the seat a little bit further back. But I'll do that and see how we get on. Well, here we are. That took no longer than 5 minutes to take the mesh out. 4 bolts, 10mm bolts, just need a little extension. Just used a quarter drive, no problem at all, out it came. But the problem is now, it's not really made any difference. That's the seat, I didn't move the seat at all, and there we are, it's shoving right up against the bulkhead still. So, I'm sorry to say, it's bulkhead out as well. And here is the bulkhead. There's only 2 10mm bolts, one on each side at the bottom and at the floor here. Just go in there, and then it's the same bolt that holds both the mesh and the bulkhead together on here, which is a 10mm one as well, and a 10mm one at the top mesh there. So in total 6 bolts hold the whole thing there. 10 minutes takes it out, and you get the seat. Doesn't go any further back on the runner, but you can get the angle at the back of the seat as much as you like, whatever's your preferred seating position. I've got it a fair bit back now from where it was when it was at the bulkhead. I can get my arms out straight onto the steering wheel now, and I'm not sitting vertical, so very pleased about that. If we come round the back here, you'll now obviously see that we don't have anything in the rear here. There's nothing there. Unfortunately, there's nothing to stop anything sliding forward that you may have in the back, but if it bothered me that much, I could move things about. Having said that, I just noticed that bracket is digging into the seat. I think I need to unbolt that one as well. Unfortunately, they'll have to go as well. That's quite easy, another 2 bolts there. We'll have that out. We can't have that. You can see how it's digging into the seat there. That's obviously no good. I'll get those out as well now. Well, here we are. These are the 4 items that I've taken out. With the mesh, the 2 brackets for holding both the mesh and the bulkhead in place, and then the bulkhead itself. Just light, thin steel, nothing too hard to get out. So the brackets come off there. That's what it looks like when you I've put all the bolts back in. I could probably get something to finish that off nicer. Even when those little blanking plugs there would make it look better, but to be honest, I don't think I'll ever notice it. And that's the space you're left with at the back. Seats can tilt back as much as you like. Same on this side. There's 2 bolts there. That's it. The only tools I have needed, I just used the little quarter drive ratchet, the new ratchet extension there, and a 10mm socket. That's it. This is all out my Worth set. It's a handy tool set that I just leave lying in the Land Rover and the Jimny or wherever you happen to be, or even in the tractor. Worth.co.uk. It's got me out of a lot of trouble, this. It's got most things you need for general bits and bobs, so I'd recommend that. But there we go, job done. Under half an hour, easy job. Well, after it was so easy to remove the bulkhead, I thought to myself, I was tidying up the tools, I thought, I wonder what's beneath this bed here, what they have done to generate this flat space. So, quite easy, there's 4 little poppers hold the carpet piece on. It folds up into one piece like that. Beneath that, we have black plastic sort of insert area where the sort of toolkit and such like in the footwell. There appears to be 4 bolts holding those plastic pieces in, and it just look like a body kind of a pop-in piece just to hold it in place. That seems to be the only thing that's holding it at the front, both sides. Just get a screwdriver into that and prise that out. That'll come out at the front. So those 4 pieces there, 4 bolts there, and we should have those black bits out. So I think we'll give that a shot just to let you see what's beneath there. Well, that was another 5-minute job. Just 4 bolts there, 14mm. Undid them. There's a little one of these little things holding the front end of the panel in. That's all that holds it at the front. Now, you guys that maybe know your Jimnys better might know what a standard one looks like here. There was rumours that they were cutting seat mountings away and such like that, so you couldn't refit rear seats into the retrofit rear seats into these cars. I'm not sure. I don't know what it's meant to be. It certainly doesn't look like anything's been cut away in the factory when they've, I presume all these body shells will come off the production line absolutely identical. They're not going to make modifications at that stage. So, I don't know. I would think that'll be exactly the same, because we have those brackets there They must be for mounting the seats on, I would imagine. I don't know, maybe if those side panels might be different on the traditional one with seats. You tell me. Anyway, that's what it looks like with these two black panels taken out. Just for curiosity, I'll show you right now how it pops back in. Sits like that. That's all it is. Easy peasy. And there we are, 5 minutes later, it's all back in again. All the plastic clips went in perfectly, nothing broke. All fits back as if it's never been off. It's quite well done actually. The only other thing I've done since I got the Jimny is I've taken off the locking wheel nuts. I don't think there's any need for locking wheel nuts and steel wheels. I don't think anybody steals wheels these days anyway, do they? I don't know. Anyway, so we've got those off. I think it looks far better. They were big horrible clumsy things. The wheels are sort of, I would call it sort of a flint grey, a dark graphite grey. I don't think they're black. I think they quite suit the car though. Sort of commercial kind of vehicle, should have steel wheels. Well, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully that's been of some use to some people that are getting the commercial vehicle anyway, and if you need to take the bulkhead out the back, it's an easy job. I wouldn't be afraid to do it. Enjoy.